Hello everyone, this is Colette. I'm here today from Witch Ways to share with you 10 simple pieces of witchy magic that you can do throughout the summer season. Let me know in the comments what types of magic you like to do during the summer. Enjoy! You can do any of these practices regularly. You can do them just a few times or only once, whatever fits into your lifestyle. These also can be combined or adapted to your individual way that you practice within your tradition or style. And you can also adapt them to your bioregion. In general, in the summer, I work a lot with fire and doing nature practices and things that connect me more to the outdoors. And at the end, I'm going to share my favorite magical tea for summertime. Magical practice number 1. Change out your protection charms and bundles during the summer. I like to personally do it at least twice a year, winter and summer, but some people do it quarterly, some people do it with the moon phases. And some of the herbs that you can include in a magical protection charm or bundle are chamomile, which I think of as fairly mild, and then I think of a group of medium strength protective herbs that include oak, basil, and rosemary. And then there are herbs that I consider strong. Agrimony, which repels negative energy coming at you from people or spirits. I also really like blue vervain, which is strongly clearing and protective. But these are just a few of the many herbs out there. Use what you have available to you. To make these charms, I tie the stems together and hang them in a doorway or a window, or you can place them, if you just have the leaves or crushed up herb, in a charm bag. Magical practice number 2 is to work to expand your magical practice. Any time of year, of course, is good for doing this kind of work. Each season has things it will tell you. But from now until mid-July, I generally like to focus on a general expansion of knowledge and abilities. And there are lots of ways to do this. Light a candle at new moon and ask to be shown ways that your practice can expand and grow. Ask for dreams or sources to come to you that will help. Another way you can do this is to write on an oak leaf your desire to grow in your craft. Then you can burn that leaf at noon or at new moon. If you can't find oak leaf, you can simply burn shredded oak bark that you buy as you're stating your desire to grow in your craft. And while we're on that topic, it's a good idea in general to try and read a new book on magic every month or two. And I like to focus on then integrating that information that I take in during the summer, during winter's long, cool months. Number 3 is for those of you who work with beings. You can make a simple altar to the green god in his summer form and ask him to bring his magic into your life. You can do this outside or inside. Start by finding a small plaque of the green god. If you don't have one or can't find one, you can make an image using leaves, sticks, twigs, pebbles, or cones or sticks for his features. I like to place rocks or sticks in a circle around that to define and give him his own space. And then you can light a candle to consecrate it. Or if you want, you can just bring offerings there. The green god will bring a little bit of the wild into your yard and home. Practice number 4 is about honoring water. And in the summer, I like to do daily offerings of water to the earth. You can do that in your yard, you can do that on a balcony, you can do that with your houseplants, whatever works for you in your life. So as you pour it out, just offer a simple blessing or a wish out loud for the earth to have the water it needs in the right amounts. You can also donate money to indigenous water protectors And you can do that at noon near solstice, or you can do that at a new moon time, and ask that your offering and their work be magnified 10 times. You can also just go to a local water source in town, even if that's the local fire hydrant, and just offer a wish or a prayer that water's ability to be here on the earth can survive and thrive. Magical practice number 5 is creating a self-blessing ritual with flowers. And it can be as simple as creating a vase of flowers, a candle, and adding a picture of yourself that you like. Then just as you light the candle, try and say a phrase that you like about yourself that feels unique to you, something that you can authentically say that you like about yourself. And then when you're done, either snuff the candle or let it go all the way out. So it's possible that for some of us, this practice might feel like a bit of a stretch, or we might feel uncomfortable doing that. Often the less we fit the cultural norms of being white, young, skinny, binary gender, the harder it is to feel accepted and to accept ourselves. One of the things that someone said to me during a ritual that might help you is that the earth created us all. Our bodies literally come from the earth. And it's unlikely that the earth looks around at the things that are created from it and thinks, gosh, I don't know about that rock or that mountain or that formation. I just think it's not quite right. Maybe that's something that helps you, maybe it doesn't. I feel that the journey of finding something valuable in yourself and being able to express it is worthwhile and helps contribute to finding your authority as a witch and makes you stronger in your practice. Number 6 is a very simple practice. It's about offering well-wishings to bees. So you can just do this whenever you see a bee. You can say something very simple like survive and thrive. If you garden, you can plant things that bees like, and there's a lot of information online with a very simple search about plants that attract bees. In summer, I like to shift my scrying practice from mirrors, bowls of water, and flame to outdoor patterns in nature. And one of the simplest of these is cloud gazing. It's something we all do very naturally, and seeing shapes or beings in clouds. And if something pops up frequently for you, I would suggest doing a little journaling about it to see what kind of associations that has for you, or to do a little research on the mythology of the shape or being that's showing up. If you are more advanced, you can adapt this practice. You can cast a circle around you and ask to see shapes or faces of any new beneficial beings that want to work with you. Magical practice number 8 is to shift your focus from indoor hearth fire to outdoor sky fire. And for that, I like to focus on the sun and the stars, where the sun is setting each night, how that shifts over the summer season. With the stars, it's really easy to just find 1 or 2 things that you can recognize in the night sky. The Milky Way is a really awesome example because we are part of the Milky Way galaxy, and you need to have some darkness in your area in order to see that. If it's not dark enough for you to see the Milky Way, I would suggest trying to locate the Big Dipper and the North Star. There's lots of information online about how to do that. I'm going to link a short video that someone else has made about the supercluster Laniakea, which I think of as a very large celestial being. And you should totally watch this. It's amazing and great. And magically, it can help us understand our home place in the stars and how we are connected to the bigger celestial magic, so that we can start to honor that and draw on that in our practice. I hope you enjoy that video. Magical practice number 9 is a very simple one, and what that involves is placing water outside for birds, particularly the songbirds, in a place that is safe from predators for them. I charge it as I place the water out just by saying, "May you survive and thrive, you and your family." And magical practice number 10. It's the season that I like to collect herb foliage, the leaves and flowers around town, from pots, from the farmer's market, from my yard, because this is the time that they have peak flavor and peak magical potency. I like to harvest near noon on a sunny day when the dew has dried off the plants. And just in general, I like to change my altar up seasonally, and I like to include some of those herbs and flowers. And I'd love to hear in the comments if you change your altars out in the summertime, or if there's anything in this video that you would like me to expand on into a short or a full-length video. And I wanted to share with you my favorite summer tea, and that is mint for clarity, hibiscus for calling on summer's passion and fire, and honey for the sweetness of the season. And as I add each of these ingredients, I speak the specific properties that I want to call forth from these herbs, and thank each herb for giving me that, and the honey and the bees for offering me that. And I like to drink this iced on hot days. It's really helpful for cooling down as well. I have an herb workshop coming up for those of you who live near the Pacific Northwest. It's a 2-day workshop on the magic of herbs, and I'll put that link for registration and more info in the description. If you enjoy my content, I'd love it if you'd hit the like, the subscribe, and maybe even the notification bell. And until next time, stay safe and be well.